Recording.
Test your mic too, yeah?
Yeah, mic should be good. Okay. Everybody able to see?
Yep.
Okay. So for Echoes of War, we need to do military trash and A-bomb trash. So going into the military trash, these Death Knights have a pretty nasty curse, so you got to decurse the tanks on them. And they can snap fear like ZG priests, so they're always first kill prio. The other thing is we want fear wards on people who can't break fears, so that's going to be, rogues and ferals. Might be a good idea to dismiss pets. I was just watching an Eclipse VOD and the pet got feared and it pulled an extra pack. So Death Knights, decurse tanks. They're the first kill prio. These, the regular Death Knights, pull with the Risen Death Knights. The other thing I want to mention is people really should be bringing 3, maybe even 4 Petries. There are going to be cases where you get feared and you're about to pull a pack and you might just have to Petri it. Just to, save the raid, don't pull an extra pack. If you don't have a way to break the fear and you didn't get fear warded, that's just something you should have to do. Huge individual responsibility there. The main thing is, like, Death Knights, I'm going to pull them really far back so that even if the fear goes off, there's a pretty low chance of somebody pulling. But that's about it. Death Knights pull with Risen Death Knights. Risens do have a threat drop, but it's not a big deal. You just hold your taunt or you bloodthirst. It's super manageable. So it's going to be 2 Risens and 1 Death Knight. Death Knight, we kill first. Have fear wards out. Decurse the tanks. Death Knight captains are super dangerous. They spin, similar to the ZG axe throwers, except it's melee damage. So only in melee range. They are disarmable, so tanks, if you're tanking one of these and it starts spinning, disarm and then walk out. They don't move when they're spinning, so you can just walk out. You don't need to stay in melee range. But what's really important about these is we separate them. We keep them separated to avoid a blender situation. And there are packs later on that have both the regular Death Knights and the captains, which means there's a chance you get feared into the captain's spin. So that's why it's super important that we have disarm up on the captains when they spin. And that's about it. We keep them separated, have disarm up on the captains. If you get hit by one hit of the spin and it's not disarmed, you're pretty much dead because it stun locks you, much like the axe thrower spin. It stun locks you, and each hit of the spin is like 3k. It's insane. So don't get into the spin. Paladins can save you with a bot, but that's pretty much it. Or you Petri.
One question about the spin and the disarm.
Yep.
Can you disarm it when it's already spinning, or does the disarm need to be happening before the spin?
Yeah. You'll see the animation. If you react quick enough, it's fine. You just disarm it and then step out.
Okay, because I think that the CG axe throwers, if you try to disarm them when they are spinning, it says immune.
I don't think I've seen that before, but okay.
I might be wrong. But for some reason I'm remembering that.
Okay. I do know that you can disarm them. If they're already spinning, you don't want to go in. So obviously melee, be super careful here about going in on these captains. Don't intercept, because you might cast intercept and then it starts spinning and you're kind of just fucked. But yeah, so tanks, like, you'll be able to see it. It'll start spinning, and it'll take like a second before you get hit. It'll start spinning, you just press disarm and walk out. Melee need to stay out on these if they're spinning. The other thing is to keep the raid topped off. There's not a lot of raid damage going out at all, but just, I've never seen this ability actually get used, but it came up in the research, and I like literally didn't even know it existed because I've never seen it happen. But if someone in the raid is below 20%, they have a charge execute, so don't let people get low. And then demo shout these. I mean, it's Naxx. Everything should be demo shouted. They fucking hurt. These packs are pretty dangerous. So it's 2 Necro Knights and a Shade. Necro Knights are first kill prio, and we gotta start talking about pre-casting. So we really want to like nuke these as soon as possible. Kind of treat them like the battle mages in Strat Live. So they can blink and they can blast wave arcane explosion, and that does a shit ton of damage. Not to mention there's 2 of them. So we pre-pop GFPP. If you want to be really safe, you can pre-pop a GAPP as well, but it's not super necessary. These guys arcane explosion once every 3 seconds, and the arcane explosion is like 1k. You probably don't need the APP, but if you're squishy and you're feeling vulnerable, go ahead and do that. But we will kill Necro Knights first priority. So we got to start talking about precasting, where we put up a pull timer, and you're going to time your cast. Your biggest like mages, you know, Pyroblast, your biggest cast is going to land on 1. And that way there's just a shit ton of damage going out at the start, and it's basically gets deleted. So we want to try and, you know, if there's 2 of these up, we at least need to instantly kill 1. So pre-GFPP for these, delete the first Necro Knight, and then the second one, you can kind of cleave it with the Shade, but the Shade is kind of last kill priority. It does Shadow Bolt volley. You can turn them around. Helps a lot, but it's most likely going to get 1 volley off. These are also, I don't believe these are the same as the ones that are in Spiderwing. I don't think they're stunnable. So just focus on killing the Necro Knights. The Shades aren't too dangerous. If for some reason, and I've literally never seen this in all the VODs that I've scrubbed, including like Frontier no world buffs where things live longer, they can, just be aware, they can spawn ghosts like the ZG Witch Doctor ghosts where you'd have to run away. Skeletal Smiths have Thunderclap. It's a pretty good amount of damage. If we get multiple of these and, you know, people get low, they kind of fall over. They just get deleted. But just letting you know, if for some reason you're low, or if for some reason these Smiths like chain pull with something else and shit's getting sketchy, you can GNPP the Thunderclap. But you don't need to, I'm not going to call for like a pre-GNPP on these. You just pull them 1 by 1 and they just get deleted as soon as they get into the group. Okay, this is something else. I'll go over, okay, so before we go into the A-bomb, I'll just go over some clips. So kill prio is Necro Knights and then Shade.
Alright, so precasting.
They're precasting, so their biggest attack is hitting on 1. And it's already at like 75. So no blast wave goes off there. A lot of raid damage. You can pre-shield squishies if you want to. Like, it's always a good practice. Priest, if we're about to start a pull, just start rolling out shields on anybody who is low HP. They actually pulled here, which is crazy. This is double pull.
Oh, you got it. That's fine.
So they're dropping dummies. We shouldn't see this. But if we did, it's manageable. You drop dummies and you nuke the Death Knights.
Fine, dummy. And we have a Skull Death Knight. Kill the Skull Death Knight first.
Invasion ropes.
Raise that.
Needle blade pins.
my AoE counted.
Keep Petrie's here because he's going to get feared into these Death Knights. So, huge individual responsibility going on there. Please, not only, like, you'll die, obviously, if you get feared into 2 Death Knight captains, but also, let's not have a triple pull. You know, Pet, I think we should have pets dismissed for this section. I don't think there's any real reason to have them.
They're doing this so messy. You should have gone over the. You should have gone over the.
I know.
RV clip.
I have the Ompi clip. I'm just showing you where things can go wrong, and also that it is manageable. What's up?
I said the pet also pulled, so they're just getting crazy pulls.
Yeah. They are doing it messy, but they're also, like, you know, trying to speedrun their way there. Notice, like, if these guys are disarmed right away, they just die. Like, that's another thing. You can just disarm them on pull, and so even if they do spin, like, whatever, they're dead before the disarm falls off.
We should do that every week.
They have a lot of warriors too.
They do. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15. These packs, these are just Death Knights and Risen Death Knights. You kill Death Knights first, or touched warriors, but they're nothing to worry about. They're just trash.
Ran into it anyway.
Spin.
Even if they're disarmed, you probably want to get out on spin. Just saying. But it makes them a lot less potent. So they're kind of stacking these up and cleaving these down. I'm just showing you that, like, as long as they're disarmed, it's not super scary. Casters definitely want to stay back on these. Because, you know, if it's a regular Death Knight, you can get feared. And you're probably not running Ice Block. The other thing is, you're squishy, don't get spun on. Here's the Smiths. It just falls over. If T-Clap does happen, it's not a huge deal. It's like 1k. If we pull a Shade, you turn it around. And then this trash on the left is optional, but might as well do it for scraps and possible drops. These cleave. They are stunnable. Ideally, we just chain stun them. They die. They also have a knockback, so don't be facing towards things that'll pull. That's the blast wave. Everybody's GFPP'd here, it does nothing, but just letting you know. More dangerous on the pulls that have 2 Necro Knights, you really need to delete the first one. This is 2 Death Knights, 2 Captains, that's the rest of these trash packs. So Death Knights first, and Captains are most likely going to spin, so you separate them. It's the fear, so warriors save your Zerker Rage. Tanks, you're probably in defensive stance. Don't worry about burning your Death Wish, just do it. So, they're going pretty fast through here. I'm pulling up the Ompi clip. They kind of do things
So
a
are you
little
gonna
bit
be giving
more.
it-
What's up?
Sorry.
Performance
Are you going to be giving
anxiety.
assignments for the disarms?
I think any DPS warrior should just be ready to disarm, but if you want me to, I can. It's a 1-minute CD, so probably just like alternate between 2 people. We did a really good job of it on the trash before Maexna. Like, even when the tanks had their disarm down, the ghouls were just immediately disarmed.
If you're a 90s kid, yeah, I guess.
Kill them with pets.
Is disarm only usable in defensive stance?
Yes.
And there's a global cooldown, so it's at least a second?
What do you mean by that? There's no global cooldown on stance switching, so if you're in Berserker stance, you can macro disarm to instantly swap D-stance disarm.
Sweet.
Next as well.
Yeah, stance switch only shares a cooldown with other stance switch.
Careful standing on bodies here.
Yep. Pals are doing the thing. Okay, get rage, get rage, get rage. You're gonna nuke pull skull, okay? Nuke pull, nuke pull, nuke pull. Focus skull, then in, turn square. Run X. Really good.
So I like that they cleared the left and right sides before they did this 3-pack. I think it's just better to avoid the social.
Okay. Separating skull left. The whirlwinds, you need to get out instant.
So you said hunters, you want them to store pets for this?
I think it's a good idea. At the very least, don't have sprint or dive.
Blind bee living at
Yeah, I know you like the owls lowering the attack power. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is no sprint or dive, so if they get feared, they're not sprinting away.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do my best to pull them like way back so that even if the fear goes out, it's not gonna chain.
It's fine. I'm a tank.
Like they were being in that Eclipse raid, they were being a little bit reckless.
If you can do it, I can do it.
They're also like have like 12 bosses to get to, so they're kind of speed running.
You're welcome. You should.
Let's
Now we were keeping Vogel up.
let's kill these ads. These ads first.
The weak aura pop up.
Just yeah, it's queued. Focus skull. Bring square out of the raid to the right a little.
Nuke the
Bring
Death
square
Knight.
right.
Pull the captains away.
Out, 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 out.
They can spin at any time, so you can get unlucky. Like there's a chance that you don't get that separation.
Yep, Pallies can bop if somebody does get stuck in spins. If you ever see somebody getting knocked down like that, then they're stun locked in the spin. We're gonna do skull next.
Snip. Particle boastness.
We're gonna get T-clapped pretty big. Big T-claps coming in hot.
Yeah, we're gonna try and pull these back to avoid that. But if you get a double smith pull,
Never mind, they don't know how to do it. Oh.
and for some reason they're T-clapping like crazy, you can just GNPP.
Square on the left side of the anvil. Moon on right side. Skull and X are first prow here.
I kind
Pulling
of
it back.
prefer the order
Make sure to
that
fear ward on rogues and
Eclipse
ferals.
cleared this.
Save Zerka Rage in case you get feared.
Just because there's not a lot of room to work with when
Square.
you need to separate these
This is fine.
captains.
Out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Like, I don't like how close those 2 captains are, especially with the Death Knights being able to fear.
Speaking of which,
Don't run in. You guys don't just mindlessly run into the captains. Okay. You're gonna nuke skull.
Shadow prot.
Yeah, make sure you have shadow prop pot. Also pre-shield on casters.
Oh, real quick, I just want to show you this. So they're unbooned, and they somebody didn't run with they have no world buffs, right? And somebody didn't run with a GFPP here. Just want to show you like why it's important to GFPP.
Your trinkets, no DPS.
This is a different raid day.
Square. We're gonna do this shade pack. So we're gonna precast on Skull and then kill X.
You distract.
All right, sorry, I'm
distracted,
back
like,
in voice.
now if you
my
can.
call ran over, Kron.
Okay. Recast timer.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Melee, you're just going right to X. We're killing X. We're just precasting on Skull. Kill X, kill X, kill X, kill X.
AE,
Kitten down.
blink, blast wave.
Oh my god, man.
GFPP for those.
Oh, kill Skull, kill Skull.
Dead.
Turn the shades, turn the shades.
Yeah.
Good.
Shades should get turned right away. It's only a frontal shadow bolt volley. No risk of raid damage, except
this
like
back.
right on the pull if we're trying to pull them back. Which is kind of why I like clearing the area around and moving into those.
Okay, pulling it back.
So it's 4 more packs of
Can we
this.
get some meows in the chat for our
It's Death Knights
fallen
and
kitten
Captains. So nuke the Death
from last
Knights. Try not to get feared. Save your
Kitten died
Zerker
right
Rage
on
if
that
you
last
do.
pull.
Disarm the Captains.
Rest in peace. Meow XDD. Okay, pulling this.
Save their courage here, warriors.
These ones will probably res them.
Yeah, save Zerker Rage 100% on all these packs. Don't run into square at spinning. We're getting dead. Kill the dead. Kill the dead. Kill the dead.
If the live too long, they can summon little ads. Just treat it like fire guard, whatever the MC adds. You just cleave them. Take them to Cleave Town.
Okay. Okay. Moving in here. Save fear break. Remember. Wait. Same thing. Pulling. How many healers? I think we're at 12 healers. Fear on pet. Careful, don't run in. We might pull.
Oh, mine died. It's fine. Booty is thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Point.
Save CDs.
Real paywall on Kramer as well.
Yeah, save CDs. Death Wish on the first Necro Knight pull or whatever they are. Death Knights, the big ones. Care for spin. Out.
If we ever did get a dummy pull or a double pull and we just drop dummies and then melee need to stay out because you know if there's dummies, it's kind of like when we deal with the pre-hoo-hoo trash. You don't want to drop dummies because of the Beyblades. So in this case, like if we did get a double pull, we would drop dummies and melee just stay out. Then once they're done spinning, then we just go in and pick them up. We're not doing the downstairs trash. We don't have to get into that right now. Horses are scary. So that's all the military wing trash that we have to do for the quest. A-bomb trash. This is also scary. So patchwork golems, they war stomp, so treat these like the Draconoids in BWL. So FAP on pull. They die pretty quickly, but somebody should stand back and be ready to play goalie. Not because of like any kind of like sleep mechanic or anything, but just in case like a tank doesn't connect and their FAP doesn't go off, whatever. somebody be ready to FAP taunt those. But it's pretty straightforward. All tanks have to FAP. Keep them super spread out. Ranged, you need to stay back. Like you should not be in like blast wave range. You should just be standing back and casting your scorch, whatever. These cleave, and it's a weird cleave because it's not necessarily people that are in front. It chains from one person to the next, and it hits up to 10 people. So that means if there's if the 9 closest people are melee and the 10th is a healer, the healer's getting cleaved, and the cleave hits for like 3k. Don't fuck around with it. It's super important that there's like separation between the melee stack and the range stack. So melee, you're going in on skull. I don't want anybody like halfway in or halfway out. If you get low on these because of the cleave, it shouldn't happen just because they're super spread out. But if for some reason like one of the mobs is running loose and they're stacked up and so you get double cleaved, you just have to lip. They also have like a disease cloud. It's a non-mechanic. Don't even worry about that. But basically, face these away. Tanks FAP. Keep them spread out. Ranged, don't be close to them. Bile Retchers, they're a little dangerous. Basically, you just face them away. It's like a frontal nature AoE. They have a knock-up. It doesn't matter. But, it is a little bit of damage. So, like, don't go in on these melee if you're, like, low HP. Grobulus, every minute and a half, will shoot these slimes down on the floor. We want to time our pulls so that we're not fighting something when that happens. So if you see Grobulus on the top platform, we're not pulling more patchworks. We're just focusing on the slimes. You just tank these. These are not to be confused with the other slimes, which are embalming slimes. The sewage slimes are easy. Tanks just pick them up, take them to Cleave Town. That's about it. Sludge Belchers, these are a joke. Tank and Spank. Tank gets a nature resistance debuff, who cares? They can spawn a slime. It's kind of like the Bile Retchers in Strat UD. If they can spawn a slime, you just cleave it. Embalming slime. So this is where it's really important to pay attention. Melee, you're not going in on these. So these have AoE nature damage pulse. Anything within 10 yards will take 3k damage, and there are 20 of these slimes. So if you are close to these slimes, you just like instantly die. You let the mages kite these with Flame Strike. They move slowly. If you want to help, you can use Holy Water or Dynamite. But melee, you just stay the fuck back. So I'm going to mark myself with Star. Mages are going to start the pull with Flame Strikes. And we just like slowly kite them back. You don't be closer to them than Star is. That's pretty much it. Melee, if you go in on these, you're dead. GG. So Scientist Packs, these are scary. This is another one of those situations where we're going to do precasting pulls. So we want to try and nuke the monstrosity super fast. One of the reasons is because Mad Scientist can cast a heal on them. They can be stun locked, but from what I've seen, nobody's really doing that because they die immediately. Like, there's not enough time for them to get healed. They're big packs. They have a chain Mind Flay. Just heal the Mind Flay targets. Like, just roll hots on them. It's okay. That part's not super scary. Really what it is we nuke the monstrosity, and if it drops a lightning totem, we have to kill totem immediately. Lightning, it just the lightning totem does a shit ton of raid damage. If it's up and nobody kills it, it can wipe us. It's really bad. So if totem happens, you just change your target and you nuke the totem. But first kill prio is the living monstrosity. We precast on these so it hopefully gets deleted before it can drop a totem. But it's RNG when it will drop it, so there's a chance we just get unlucky and it drops one right away. And that just is what it is. We just have to adapt and kill the totem. These are AoE taunt pulls, sappers, holy water if you have it. That's it. So I'll go through video examples of that.
Okay.
So here's A-bomb wing.
Keep clear separation between all these acts.
Tanks are fapping. Keep them completely spread out.
Square.
Please don't charge.
So you see a couple of cleaves go out here. It's not a huge deal.
Good job.
The other thing is, like, if you're super max
Okay.
range, you're probably not going to get hit. So if you want to treat it like a spin, like if it's like a BWL Drake where the tank is spinning, treat it like that. In general, most mobs should be treated that way. Like, you should always try to melee from max range. There are weak auras for that. I think Colt linked one in the Warrior Discord. These are the Grobulus slimes. They're stunnable, but tanks just pick them up and you just cleave them down.
Okay. Pulling this Retcher.
Retchers have just a huge nature AoE, so as soon as they get picked up, I don't know why this isn't being turned around. I guess they're scared of going into the room, but there it is. Also, health bars are lower because no DMT. So it's not really that scary. It's just like if that pulls with something else, then we have to kill it first.
We're gonna kill Skull. Tanks are gonna run in with FAP on these X and square. Okay.
No need to FAP on the Retchers, just the Patchwork Golems, War Stomp.
Melee, come up to me a little bit. Okay, we're gonna run in on Skull. Ready? Tanks are going in first. Crush and YB in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going X.
Notice they're pulling the mobs towards the back just to make sure that nobody who's on Skull is getting cleaved. The cleave plus that knock up AoE is a little bit too much damage to deal with.
Oh shit.
Getting slimes next.
Show the cleave.
That's the cleave. It's a pretty solid amount of raid damage.
Chain it to the casters. That's the only thing that matters.
If you're low on HP, just don't go in on the next golem, right?
Maester takes square. Okay. Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, can I have hunters? Just do very, very light damage pulls here. Goat on square, big and large on moon, Zeroji on X, Zidane on skull. Separate them a little bit. Square and moon going right side of the grate, skull and X left side of the grate. Okay. Pulling in 5. Actually,
Belcher.
Pull this Belcher.
If you pull this Belcher at the right time, it doesn't social. It's fine. Again, these guys are a joke.
It's your FAP CD,
Don't need to face them away. Don't need to
Maester.
FAP. They are stun lockable.
Okay.
If you pull that
Don't go too close to
Belcher
the grate,
too early,
or
could it
don't-
pull the slimes?
I don't think it socials with the slimes,
Too
no.
close, too close in.
Cool.
Slimes. Don't cleave chain. Don't cleave chain. Or chain cleave. Casters back up more. Good. We're gonna do room slimes after this.
Grob is here.
Spawning in 30.
Careful being on the crate, guys. Slimes may come.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Remember, we're gonna do slimes into baby slimes. These baby slimes after this room, or after these big ones, melee can't attack. So just bow only.
Arlo? Yeah, I'm charging in.
4 deaths so far, yeah. Let's pull this Retcher and then kill it. Okay, casters come up here. You're gonna precast. Precast on Skull. Slow trap, or slow trap doesn't work. Explosive trap, whatever you got.
5,
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Go next. Melee should be shooting your bow. There's one that is going to come around the corner pretty quickly after this.
X.
Okay, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Straight line. Follow star. Move together. Back up a little bit more. Clean. Couple.
This is where we're going.
Yeah, probably go in.
No, 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 please.
Gordon.
Okay, we're moving quick.
Pretty easy. Just kite it back. I'll mark myself with a star. Nobody should be in front of me.
Careful, don't pull that retcher. Don't cross yet, don't cross yet. Okay, everybody cross. Top off instantly. Top off instantly. Kill the raid quick.
John, natty pot thing.
Okay, pulling this retcher. Top off the raid. Everybody needs to be away from the corner, so you don't get knocked into the lava. Levitate doesn't work because you're gonna get fall damage. You guys move away from the corner. Move forward. Move if you're against the lava. Okay.
The knockup does knock you away a little bit, so if we are pulling a retcher, try to stay away from it, but also don't be too close to the river.
Stay on this corner. See where star is? This is your safe spot, like over here. Okay? Not on the other side. This is your safe spot right here. Okay, grabbing this. Okay, let's cross. I don't like doing this patchwork golem pack here, so we're gonna cross. Be very careful. Just barely cross. First AoE taunt is gonna be Erica.
Super important what he just said there. You cross the river, don't blink. If you've ever been in a softcore raid and the mage blinks across the river, gets too close and pulls the pack when everybody's half HP from stepping in the river. Really bad.
Then Ampy if needed. Okay.
Priest, if you want to, you can levitate and just walk straight across.
Put on rogues and ferals, dispel fear if anybody is moving. Okay. We're gonna nuke pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Erica's first lip taunt.
Attack.
Totem.
They get a totem here, insta. So even though they killed it quick, totem is up. It just has to die.
We're doing
There's
second.
a lot of chain lightning. They're killing them really slow. They don't have world buffs. If we need to, we can assign 2 AoE taunts on these. Just call it out in the moment.
Okay, they're loose. Good. Okay, now we
If you see somebody getting mind flayed, just throw a shield, throw a hot.
have a lot more room. Very nice. Okay, so healers, you're gonna stay like here where star is. Come over here. Okay, we're gonna do square and moon on this side.
4-pack golems. Because they're grouped up like this, the pool can get pretty sketchy. So we want a hunter to pull them, and then tanks. If you're picking up like these back 2, you want to be more forward and kind of meet them there, while the closer golems are still being pulled back because we don't want to stack them.
Square, moon all the way in the corner. Okay, moon in the corner, and then square in front of it. X is a little bit. X should be on this line as well. And then I'm gonna bring skull over here. Everybody's fapping this pull. Okay, need a hunter pull.
Right, shooting in.
Faps now. Don't go in melee. Don't go in. This is. What are you doing with square, bro? Okay.
There's a lot of bubbles out.
Just.
Yeah, Pre-shields on melee is good, so they can they don't have to worry about getting cleaved.
That back.
Nah, we're fine. It's not gonna blanch, we'll promise.
Okay.
I just didn't like being in the middle of all that shit, honestly.
Moon chaining to range. Be careful. They left side him melee.
Okay. We are just going to do small Goodman taunt, AoE lit taunt, and then tanks are grabbing their marks. Standard marks, MP Skull, Crush X, YMB Square, Maester Moon, Parla, Triangle. Tanks, make sure you're hitting your mark.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
So if you nuke it, there's a pretty solid chance that you don't get a
Probably
lightning
gonna get
totem.
retro here. Get ready to swap the retro. Swap the
But it
retro,
is
do a hard
random and
swap
we can
retro.
get them
Top up the
anyway.
raid. Make sure the raid is really high HP here. Anybody low needs a pre-shield. Okay, we're good.
Good job.
Same thing. We're just gonna do one taunt. This is gonna be a dead. Okay. Come over here, by the way.
Patchwork is coming back right side.
It's fine. He's gonna stop there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's also fear. Not a big deal because they're usually not close enough to anything else that'll pull. But Warrior save your Zerker Rage. You can roll out fear wards on melee.
In like 5 seconds.
Like rogues and
Can they
feral.
fear you in the river? Like, can
The
you
river
fear
doesn't
in the
kill
river?
you. It's fine.
Finish these ads and then go retro. Finish these ads and then go
But
retro.
again, it's kind of like self-management. If you're getting feared somewhere bad,
Top of the raid.
you Petri. If you
we're gonna
can't,
get a-
Berserker Rage or Death Wish. But the river doesn't kill you.
We're gonna get a knock.
Just reduces your maximum health by 50%.
Okay, next taunt is gonna be Chomper. Chompy of Pod CD. Yay? Nay?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
Me
okay.
too.
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2, 1. Attack
totem.
Titan.
Totem. Kill totem. Kill totem.
They got super unlucky. The totem's all the way in the back there. Like, very few people can get up there to kill it.
All ads are loose. Ads are loose on the tanks. Dinothos' Biz Static Trinket.
5,
Yeah, bro.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Parla. Good. Describe your marks.
The fear is dispellable, by the way.
Who's the main healer? There is no main healer. Everybody is a healer.
And that's the trash. Then patchwork. We're not doing that this week, but that's it. Who's got questions?
Finish the quest in just this one run.
What's the quest you guys are talking about?
It's Echoes of War. It will be available if you are Naxx attuned. You can pick it up at Lights Hope Chapel.
Can we finish the quest in one run?
Yes.
Right.
Thanks, Zen.
Stop the recording, Zen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.